So we just press OK. Okay, now on your sheet that you should have in front of you, it does say here to look for bolster thickness. Okay, that's more of an overview of just your car. Just have a look to see maybe the points, like this point here. Okay, obviously the thickness there isn't quite 3 millimeters, so that section you probably just have to round over. Alright, but just looking over the rest of the car, obviously, yeah, the thickness for every other section of the car looks fine. Okay, I can see here, you know, we could just double check that section there. Okay, so if I just go from there to there, okay, that would be probably one of the smallest parts of the car, so we can just use that for this dimension, this regulation. So same thing, I'm going to get T 3.11.2. Press OK. Okay, now width of side pod. Okay, so just pick the view that you'd probably want to be using for that. So I might just use the side view again. I'm going to go from here to here. Okay, we can see that's above 50, so that's good. And that one is T 4.3. Alright, now we need the side pod projected surface. Alright, so that's this section here as well. So we already know that it's 57.74. Alright, but the other way we need to do it as well. So from the bottom of the side pod to the top. Okay, you can see that's spot on 15, so that's all good as well. Alright, so that's T 4.4. Alright, the virtual cargo we'll leave for now. Okay, we can come back to that later. Alright, we'll have a look at the next one. So, exclusion zone behind front wheel. Alright, so maybe we'll use this top view here. So from the back of the wheel to where the side pod starts. Okay, we can see that's spot on with 15, so we'll write that spec in, so it's T 4.7. Okay. Alright, next one, front wing clear airspace. Okay, so I'll probably use this view as well. Can you see here? I just need to measure that gap. So from there to there, it's 1.51, which is not enough. So if you were making this car, you'd obviously have to fix this because it's not minimum of 3 mil. Alright, it's a bit less. So this one is T 6.3.1. Let's try it again. Okay, and then it'll be the same for the rear wing. As you can see, there's nothing around the rear wing. The closest thing to it is your rear pod, so I'm going to use this one here, from there to there. Obviously, it's really clear. You can see there's nothing too close to it, so that's going to be T 6.3.2. Okay. Alright, now we go to the next sheet. Alright, so front wingspan. Alright, so basically with this one here, you just have to measure one of your wings. Okay, and then it's basically that wing plus the other one together make up your total. So, for example, we'll go from here to the bottom of that wing. That's going to be T 6.9.1. Right, then can't really, well, you can get the underneath section here, so you could do it there if you wanted to. Otherwise, the top view is probably the better one to be doing this. Alright, go from there to there. Okay, and this one would be T 6.9.2. Good. So, if we look at the chord length, Okay, it's basically from one side to the other side of the wings. Alright, so we'll look at the front wing first. Alright, and I'll just do it over here. So from there to there. Okay, that's supposed to be a minimum of 15, so that's all good. So if we go T6.11.1, okay, do the same for the rear. Okay, so that's those done as well. We're going to look at the thickness, so the thickness of the wing, sorry. So I'll probably just, as you can see, we're already getting quite a few dimensions on our side view. Alright, so we need to try and spread it around as much as we can. So I'm even going to go to probably the front view here, because I want to get the thickness now of our front wing and our rear wing. Alright, so with the front wing, I can see it's from here to here. Alright, and this one needs to be 6.12.1. Alright, we'll do the same for the rear wing, so from there to there. That's 6.12.2. Alright, so basically, yeah, it's just the thickness here. So on the dimensions, it needs to be a minimum of 3.5. Both of these are 5 millimeters, so we're all good. Okay, so the next one is rear wing positioning behind center line of rear axle. So let's say from the top view here, this is the center line of the rear axle. We can see that the rear wings are behind that, so we're fine. If these rear wings were in front or over the top of it, okay, then there'll be an issue. So at the moment, this design here is fine. Alright, so the rear wing height measured normal to bottom surface. I'm going to use the back here. So the rear wing, okay, so the bottom of the rear wing, okay, to the bottom of your car. Okay, and that needs to be more than 34. So we've got, yeah, 40.67, so that's fine. This is T6.14. Alright, so that one's good. Now the next one is the height of lowest point of chamber above track surface. So basically that is the lowest point there of the chamber. So from there to the bottom. So it's going to be a minimum of 22, so we're fine. This is T10.4. Okay, so that's that one done. And then the CO2 cylinder chamber completely surrounded by balsa. So this section in here, right, you need to make sure you have at least 3 millimeters around this circle here, or this hole.